Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect 2164 Week 4. So, now we have the appropriate tokens on your screen for you guys, but we are of course doing Theater of the Mind. We have the appropriate tokens on the screen for you guys. You're more than welcome to click on them and to roll for your initiative. Now, just so that everybody that's watching from Twitch knows, one of the cool things that we're able to do with the Mass Effect stream with tokens on Roll20, one of the cool things about Roll20 is that there are 3 different bars that you can put on your character, or 3 little colored circles that you can use when you click on the icons. We're using the blue bar to keep track of our shields, the red bar to keep track of our health, but also the little green part we're not using as a bar, but we're using it as something to keep track of how much damage is reduced when they take hits with firearms after their shields are removed. So it's a cool little thing that you can do with Roll20 over on playing a Mass Effect game. Something that we all think is nifty, right guys? All right.
Yeah.
So you rolled pretty decent for your initiative there. Let me just add turn, and this person's going to add turn, and then we're going to roll those turns. And all right, cool. So. Wow, they rolled garbage initiative, but better than James. You guys also rolled garbage initiative.
Really? I thought 8 was good.
I mean,
I rolled a 1d8.
Holy shit!
got an 8.
I'm thinking Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, like...
I was gonna say, I got the best initiative I possibly could.
No,
Yeah.
actually, no, kind of funny. They actually got, bam. Okay. Well, I rolled a 3 on a d20 and then a 3 on a d8. That's pretty funny. So actually, you guys do get to act first. Rockwell, you see all this happen. You see, with your thing, you saw the guy that was hovered down there. You saw kind of a heat wave happening way off into the distance over there. But again, there's so much concrete and whatnot in the way that it's going to take an extra additional moment to focus for you to see the details of where Carmine is and who's behind him. And then you think you saw a flitter of something off to the side too, but you're not positive. So you know there's movement happening. And you know there's one person in front of you that you're assuming is not Carmine. You get to act first. Please, Rockwell, go.
So I'm standing in front of this town hall thing, right? Is there anywhere I can dash to cover nearby instead of standing in the open? Is there anything I can, within, you know, a run or I don't know if there's dash. I imagine there's a dash equivalent distance because I'd be doing that.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, there most certainly is. Actually, the best bit of cover that you can do is either, so you're very close to that town hall-ish building that we had discussed. So there's 2 options. One, head down the alleyway that's between the town hall and the building adjacent to it. Totally option, leaves you, if they come around the corner, completely exposed though. 2, there is, the town hall itself has a very low like wall parts in front of it. So one of the things that happens during times of conflict, especially if you're dealing with things like terrorism and whatnot in bigger cities, is they often put those like big concrete pillars with huge like iron rods in the middle of them to stop like things from plowing through it or whatever, almost like a dragon's teeth, but you know, around state buildings, right? Except this is Mass Effect, and a Mako would eat that thing for fucking breakfast and then ask for more. So even old Makos. So these aren't made out of concrete, and these are actually made out of a very, very strong metal alloy that's put there, and they're usually much, much larger. You can easily get to the other side of those things and take cover behind them because they exist over in front of the building. And you could actually do that in a normal movement. It's within 10 meters of you, either of those options. However, if you wanted to dash or double move, you could theoretically even get into, assuming it's not locked, get into that building
inside.
itself. Yes.
I think I would go behind the
door
pillars.
itself. Sure.
The tank trap pillars, basically.
Sure. So you're gonna go behind one of those like really, really large tank trap or dragon's teeth kind of pillars. That's what you can do with your move. What do you choose to do with your actual action?
I'll move. I'll get my heavy pistol out. And considering I don't see what's happening exactly, I'll use my main turn to move the drone closer to me, but still be tracking them so I can, you know, I don't want to take the first shot in this situation because I basically, the way you described it, I don't know whether, I see a heat signature of someone with an assault rifle that could be Carmine or anything else. And there's just enough of a doubt that Rockwell won't take the shot. So in the main action with a drone, I can either move it or shoot it, basically. And I'm just gonna move it. It can move just as much as me, so I'll move it beside me, but like a chunk away. So if it like blows up horribly or something.
Do you want to have it
immediately
behind
die.
its own pillar?
Yeah, if it can get behind a different pillar
Sure.
that has a slightly more combat active, like so if imagine like I imagine they're coming out an alleyway, right? And there's like a hallway instead. I'm going like away from it. It's going more toward like straight down it.
Yeah,
To look straight down.
So more or less, you're choosing a few pillars further than the one it's choosing. It's going to choose a closer one.
Yes.
It's not going to, I mean, with the aside from maybe slight angling from the opposing side of the street, it's not going to be significantly better positioning. It's marginally
It's just the
at
logic.
best. Yep, nope, gotcha. So you go running and dash, so you kind of like showdown. Run! And
What
hide
I
behind a
actually
pillar.
imagine happens is because to trigger off the I had initiative, probably Carmine didn't turn his comms off, turns around, sees the person with the fancy pistol, and probably mutters an expletive. And that's when I'm like, just dash.
Runs over and you take your cover immediately once you like get behind the thing and throw your back against it and slump down to make sure you're safe. You take over your control of your droid and it takes its cover. Cool, that's your turn. Moving over to Carmine, you're next. Those two people are in front of you. What? What do you know what you can do? I'll allow you one more perception check because this is important. It's a perception wisdom check with a -3 because you're like, you can choose to do more if you'd like. You can choose to look on your turn. You can but this is like a reflexive thing. We're now in initiative.
Let's pray.
Okay.
That's not bad.
With
I
your
guess.
7, you notice that they're wearing civilian garb.
They're wearing civilian garb. I see.
Yeah, no armor. Back in the old days of the expansion of humanity, humans wore human clothing. Nowadays, if you live on a bunch of different worlds, you often wear what we consider basic armor. A version of basic armor is what the average civilian wears in a lot of places, just because it's just, 1, it's comfortable, 2, it can be stylish, and 3, it's just safe. You know what I mean? So usually without shields. They seem to be wearing like probably cotton.
Okay, that's good to know. So I'm not gonna take the first shot here. It's really bloody tempting to, because I can literally pull my shotgun out and blast Missy Nice pistol there to bits. But I don't want to kill humans if it's all possible to avoid it. So instead, I'm gonna snark. I'm gonna remark, hey, that's a nice pistol. For a bunch of old outdated Alliance tech, that sure is a nice modern one. Now, you might notice, I am wearing fancy armor, and you don't have to have any funny ideas about killing me before I kill you. So let's not take any shots yet, alright?
Don't
And I
kill
imagine
me or
I
I'll
would-
kill you.
I mean, I'd probably do a hell of a lot better job at killing them than they would of killing me.
Yeah. Okay, so
I imagine I would also try to sneakily have my comms on so that Rockwell would be aware that I am compromised.
I will allow the narration that Ollie said before and what you just added there to say that you didn't actively turn your comms off. They are broadcasting.
Combat open.
And because they're broadcasting, that means Lena's also listening.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
We have a plot device to help us if we get really screwed.
Ollie's like, let me translate. Do me a favor, roll for me a talk. This is you can choose here. You can choose either charisma or strength because you are trying to be intimidating. Like I can kick your ass. So you can choose talk, charisma, or strength. But because of your phrasing and the simple facts that you threw out there, I will give you a +2 on this check.
Oh, good.
You are
So
carrying a big gun.
that does compensate for all the minuses I have for talk. I'm not very good at it. So, +2, and that should be... I'm not good
Looks
at
like we're
talking.
fighting, boys.
Okay. So you try to be as intimidating as possible. So, so as I said, she was the one with the assault rifle, and there's a guy next to her that had the pistol, right? So the one with the pistol, when you like mentioned it or whatever, he kind of looks down at it, like he understands that it's better than the rest of them, but he kind of like looks down at it for a second, seems distracted for a moment, he's kind of like, huh, and looks back up at you, and then the the woman, she takes like a couple steps forward, like 2 steps forward. So she's only like maybe the barrel of the rifle is maybe 2 meters from you now. And so like less than. So she takes a couple steps forward and she's just kind of like, listen, there's no, you just lie down your weapons, okay? Lie down your weapons or you and your friend are going to die.
So I imagine I would be able to respond now.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I don't like standing against a bunch of people who have weapons without any weapons. I don't want to do you any harm. We're not here for you. We're just looking for some aliens that are abducting humans in the area. I don't want to hurt you.
You're looking for the people disappearing?
Yes, we want to help them.
What kind of proof do you have? How do we know you're not the one taking them? And she once again like inches forward, like, you know, a bit more. Why I say inches forward? Should I say centimeters forward? Is that like a...
I mean, inches, centimeters, we all basically know what you're talking about here, right?
Yeah, we understand the concept of inches. How else are you going to measure a penis?
I'm just busting ovaries. So, all right. So, go ahead.
The fact that I haven't pulled my trigger at you yet and tried to kill you when you're clearly threatening me
means that you want us
might
alive
be
and not
considered
dead. Okay.
A little bit of good faith.
No, I don't think so at all. You and then you can hear, just so you know, obviously his conversation, and you can, with your hearing beyond your helmet, you can hear that there is conversation happening over there. And through your drone, because you can instinctively look down and look and see the other person, you see the other person's kind of like turning back and looking back that way, and then looking forward, and then looking back that way, and looking forward to like what the hell is going on behind him, and what the hell is going on in front of him. Like trying to keep an eye on you. Roll for me a perception wisdom check, please, Ollie. And so, like I said to you, Carmine, she interrupted you, being like, no, not a good excuse. Ollie, you notice, with enough time to react if you want to, that 2 more people just recently took cover in positions that are semi-compromising to you. One of them only barely compromising with the angle because they're in a building across the way, and they just kind of took a position instead of a window over there. So they have a shot at you, but it's going to be like a really well-covered shot. Okay. However, another person is not inside that building. They're actually outside the building. And they're at the corner of it. You do have cover against that person too, just because of angle and the fact that there are other teeth nearby. But it is going to be a cleaner shot than anybody else has by far.
I'll very quickly, because I'm already on the Omnitel, I'll just so Rockwell can see Carmine. I can't do names today. I've caught it from Scott. I imagine we have like a slight HUD, especially Carmine in his helmet. So it would just be like ping. Ping, 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 ping. Like all the people I can see would just be like constantly pinging up.
If he looked at his display here, he would know that there is. He might get like little colors, like warning colors or whatever. But would have to check his Omni tool. Yeah, that
makes sense.
You have to look at his Omni tool to see like where it is that you're dropping pins on the map. So
I would just be like, they don't seem to want to talk.
I think.
There's no good answer here. Not going to be earning any silver medals for this.
So, wow, that was a stab. So, what do you say, Carmine, to her being like, I disagree that you're here for good faith, sort of a thing. That you're not killing me as good faith.
Right. I'm going to be as diplomatic as I can be. Obviously, I will not surrender my weapons. That is just not a thing Carmine would do. Mm-hmm. I don't trust these people. Just as they don't trust me. I'm going to try another intimidate. I'm going to give them one warning, or I will pull out my shotgun and I will proceed to shoot them into bits if they don't leave us alone.
Okay.
I'm done playing nice.
So you drop your assault rifle, pull out the shotgun, and be like, I've got one. Why not have fun with it? Okay.
You don't have any shields. I do.
Yep.
This does a lot of damage. And I'm not one to miss a lot.
Well, like how I'm not one to miss. I just don't miss a lot. I can miss.
Same as before.
I mean, everyone has a bad day.
Same as before. You might even be able to just press up and have it come back. It might not work. In which case, you know, it's talk with strength or charisma +2.
I'll just do that. That feels safer. Otherwise, I'm afraid I might mess things up.
Wow, that is a much better roll. Holy crap. So you rolled an 11 plus, oh, you have a
I am
-1
so
plus
happy
2.
with
Cool.
that.
Cool. That is significantly better. Holy shit. So she kind of like looks at the fact that, you know, so you said that you gesturing to the weapon that you're holding, which is significantly more advanced to the one that she's holding, the assault rifle, and you kind of like double down, aiming it directly at her, and now it's your turn, taking a couple inches forward, more or less saying like, nobody could miss. Like you're literally
Try
like,
me.
yeah, nobody can miss. And you're kind of like leaning forward and making sure that she is fully aware of everything that you are, can see like the details of your armor and everything. She might not fully understand the concept of shields, but she can definitely see the detail of your armor and everything. Say what you have to say. And she's kind of like, all right, fine. Let's say you are here to find the people that are missing. What proof do you have?
We can show you the data we've been gathering from all the people we've talked to thus far about the region where people are disappearing.
Well, but why now? Why is the Alliance here now? People have been disappearing for a while. You're here now.
Because they came from off-world, they are bad, and we want to stop them. And in that way, we can help you make things a little better here. Not like last time. I know that went horrible. That's nothing we can do anything about. We can do something about the people disappearing. Like I said, I don't want to hurt you. If you just let us walk, we will walk.
If you want to make things better here, you can just take us with you when you leave.
Carmine looks visibly troubled, like he wants to help these people. He knows they've been dealt a shitty hand in the game of life. But there's nothing he can really do, that's the problem.
Yeah, it's not his place. He's not the commanding officer. He's not this isn't his place to save their souls. He's a soldier, he's got a job to do. So
yeah. So I would just respond honestly to that. Like, you know, I would love to. I would love to help you. Unfortunately, I am only a grunt. I can't help you with that. I wish I could.
She seems to genuinely appreciate the honesty with that. Like, huh? Like I'm just a grunt. What do you want me to do? I'm here trying to help you, and I wish I could do more. And so she'll actually lower her gun down at first, just like a slight angle, and then finally all the way down, so it's pointed out just barely past your feet. Like at the
As
ground
she lowers
itself.
her weapon, I lower mine.
Okay. We have a guy with a funny pistol, kind of like looks at her. He hasn't really said anything yet. He like looks at this happening. He's like, dude, he's probably lying to you. We should just kill him. You know, we can take his too. Just kill him. She's like, no, I think he's here to help. We haven't seen anybody else with that kind of armor before. No, he's a part of it. He's one of the ones doing it. We just kill both of them. Why else are they sneaking in here? Just kill both of them. She's like, no, we're not going to do that. He's like, yeah, no, fuck this. And he starts like walking forward and literally just starts walking forward towards you and firing. Like, I'm not listening to you. Fuck this.
Yeah, that's a very Mass Effect move.
Yep.
Like, this conversation's gone badly. Walk, shoot, pistol.
Yep.
I actually remember just watching your Let's Play and seeing that happen like twice.
So, un segunda. Shit. My... because this, for some reason, this doesn't.
This is gonna freak them out when the shield takes the shot, right? This is gonna freak them the fuck out.
Well,
Oh yeah,
oh,
definitely.
hold on, I gotta check something over here. My apologies, this is not working for me. I can fix it on this computer though. It's just because my it says gun. Heavy pistol. Fucking thing. And damage for a heavy pistol is 2d6. I'm gonna add that. That part doesn't
He
matter.
might actually put a dent in my shields.
Yeah, he could actually technically hurt you. And dexterity is Cool. All right, making my attack roll against you. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Are you ready? I'm shooting you. Are you ready? I'm going to shoot you. Wow.
That's
Wow.
a really good chance to hit. It's a really good
It
chance to
took
hit.
a random guy with a good pistol at 0 meters for you to finally hit me.
He's just walking straight at you too, so it has to make sense.
I didn't roll the best for damage though, so he's just kind of like standing there and he's walking forward and he just lets off a shot, and so because Carmine's gonna be able to react immediately after that first shot goes off, so a bullet comes off and as soon as it goes flying at you and it would have hit you straight in the chest and that shit would have hurt. This is a solid pistol. Luckily, all of a sudden there's like a sudden like shock of blue air inside the air, electromagnetic So there's a visual blue wave that comes in the air as your shields take the hit instantly, which is something that maybe he didn't expect because his face like seems like angered but now slightly confused at the same time as that happens. But that 8 damage is completely absorbed by your shields. Carmine, it's your turn. What do you do?
I would like to try to disarm him.
Okay.
It's Carmine's turn.
Okay, Carmine, please.
Dramatic.
Yeah. And then Rockwell will allow you to kick in afterwards. Okay.
What do I roll?
That is going to be a to specifically try to disarm him. First thing I'm gonna have you roll to engage him in melee is going to be an unarmed strength check, please, and thank you.
That's gonna go horribly.
Well, you're not trained in
Yep.
Oh, okay. So more or less, you kind of close the gap and you try to engage him in melee and try to like grapple onto him and everything. After that would have been an exert or whatever, right? So you try to engage him into melee, and unfortunately, he kind of like sees you coming at him, and you move slower than he does. You're in this big, heavy armor, and he's inhibited by nothing. It's just cotton, right? So he's able to kind of take a step back, like, oh shit, no. And then all of a sudden, Ollie, when that first gunshot goes off, those other people that are nearby to you, they're kind of like all of a sudden themselves also getting ready to. You heard his half of the conversation, not their half of the conversation, right? How do you react knowing just his half of the conversation? Because you can act before the other people around you.
Drone, shoot, guy Carmine. Shot Carmine.
Oh god.
Yeah. So that's a pilot intelligence roll. If I've got a shot on him, which
You do not have a shot on him. You're gonna have to.
I don't have a shot on that guy.
No, remember they're through like concrete and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. My whole plan was to have a view of that while I have a view. Well, can I see the guys coming at me then?
I've had a lot of conversation happen. Hold on, let's be clear for a second. I've had a lot of conversation for a second. You would have been able to roll me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna backtrack for a second here because I focused on him for so long. Roll me a perception check, please, for the drone.
Cool.
Because remember I said things are too blurry because you were like the concrete, everything was in the way you didn't have time to focus.
Yeah.
You would have been able to.
The plan during this time would have been to move it to look down that alley.
You would have been able to focus the actual sensors or whatever on it so it can see through all the concrete, and you clearly would have seen that there were 3 forms there, that one of them had fear, one of them looked pissed off, and the other one was the back of Carmine's head. You would have clearly seen that through there. However, you wouldn't have necessarily had time to position it to have a clean shot. You just would have been able to see. And the shot that you heard, you knew that 2 assault rifles were brought to bear, plus the assault rifle behind him. You heard a single pistol shot, no question. So you know at least who took the shot. Now you can proceed.
Like heat vision, you'd be like.
Yeah, but now you can proceed without a clean shot from where you currently are. You can proceed.
So I can't see that. I can't see the Carmine fiasco.
You can see
Can I
it.
see the guy? I can't shoot at it.
Correct.
With me or the drone.
Correct.
So can I shoot at the guys trying to flank me?
You have a much cleaner shot on them than they do you if you stand
definitely
up.
the one that's not in the building first, because there was one that was sort of clearer shot but out of cover, right?
With him, you can lean out and take a shot and lean back, or with both of them, you can stand up and take a shot and crouch back down.
Definitely. I mean, I'm the little weakling. I am staying in cover. Thank you, Scott.
Of course.
Pistol.
Well, you can drop back down in your same turn.
Exactly. Well, I'm gonna just take a shot at that. I'm gonna take the safer shot.
Okay.
So it's Dex pistol, right? I haven't shot in a while.
Yeah, it is. No. You were
Oh,
going to.
no, it's the button.
Yeah, the actual
It's the
D20 green button.
Yep. There we go. Probably a miss.
A 7. Wow. So you actually rolled absolute shit. So you take a shot at the person that was outside the building across the other way. Unfortunately, your bullet misses the person and hits the building itself. The building's made out of enough metal that it does like embed and ricochet, partially embed, partially ricochet off of the building. When it hits it, it does not go through it or anything like that.
And then it'd be the obvious, like, you know, taking shots kind of into comms kind of thing. Like, just basically letting Carmine know we're fighting.
Okay. So now, because you shot at them, it's now their turn. They're going to shoot at you as well. So it's one shot that way by a pistol, one shot this way by a pistol. Now we're going to have a little bit more fun. They actually happen to have pistols as well, 2 of them. So in total, the bad guys have 3 pistols and 2 assault rifles. So these are not as powerful of pistols. So, oh, you're not doing that right. So with these pistols, they are going to thank you. Make their attack roll. Oh, that's a hit. I'm rolling like very well. The other attack roll against you, because your AC is normally what?
My AC is 14.
Okay.
So 1 shot, 1 miss.
1 shot, 1 miss, because both you had cover against both of them. Just one of them was far greater. So the guy that had the guy that you leaned out and shot at, he's kind of like ducked behind the thing, like fuck, and then leaned back forward. And he lines up a shot against you and actually is able to hit you. At the same time, the other person aims out from the window and takes a shot and just tings off the dragon's tooth there. The one that hit you, he deals a total of 5 points of damage to your shield.
Shields.
Yep, so cool. 5 points of damage to the shield, so the shield's perfectly fine. You don't actually take hit from it. And then the person with the assault rifle that was behind the car hears like 3 more shots going on, sees shit going on in front of him, hears stuff that's going on from behind. He's kind of confused. He's like, and so he kind of like stands up and turns around to aim at Ollie, because that's the person he was originally trying to aim at. Sees that Ollie's like behind
gone.
A decent amount of cover, gone, whatever the case may be. Turns back around. Carmine's back is to him, so he takes a shot at Carmine's back instead.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know. What a douche.
At least one of them might not attack us, right?
Maybe.
Not after I start shotgunning their friends.
And how about you just like barbarian rage, just kabunk, kabunk.
Okay.
I mean, I think dialogue is too far gone now. Too many shots of fire.
He takes his shot, and it's a combination of your shields being able to absorb the attack, as well as hitting the building nearby, as well as maybe he just can't handle this rifle because they do actually have some recoil to them. The things are going. While that's happening, all of a sudden she steps forward and she's like, No, stop, don't do this, don't fight. No, it's not supposed to happen this way. Stop, they're not bad guys.
That's suspicious.
And so she runs, like, kind of like runs up doing that, trying to get she tries to get out between you, Carmine, and the person behind you with the assault rifle. And he quickly like gets his finger off the trigger and like holds the gun up in the air to make sure he doesn't accidentally shoot her. And she's doing this and throwing her arms forward. You can clearly hear this, Ollie, as well as seeing it easily, like if you glance down at your wrist through the thing, and even at the tail end of it, maybe even out of the corner of your eye. Right? So she's doing exactly that. It's back to the guy with the pistol's turn, and he's going to take his shot against Carmine.